This thing is it's really crazy. Everything happening this year at the time. I'm trying to set up the video aspect of it, so my video can be on as well. But I hope you guys can hear me, Sha. If you can hear me, just drop a comment. Let me know you can hear. And okay.
Hi everyone. So we're just having a long.
Okay, it's good to know. I'm sharing. I think the stuff I'm waiting for is fully downloaded now. Let me see if it's gonna work. Trust 1898. So obviously it turns out I need to approve for even the camo is looking very strange to me. I don't even know what God of mercy. So where do I set this thing to be better now? iPhone, voice, lens, focus, HF, framing, exposure. Okay. What then is the next thing? Oh, Jesus. Okay, this takes me pictures. Auto without framing. Okay. I don't understand what is going on here. Which kind wahala be all this one? Omo, this whole thing wide pro video source audio stream dismiss meetings pause feed. Okay. Nine 16. Okay, this is the new profile. Then how do I change the it? Um, Ohala be like bicycle. So what do I do now? Let me scan to this thing. Open it again. My video is disconnected now. Okay, let me remove this thing from here. My video is disconnected. Omo, I think the only way this thing is going to work. I don't try. Let me manage it like this. I didn't want it this way, but it says it doesn't care what I want. It doesn't care what I want. So it does what it wants to do. Voila. Okay, there's nothing like spotlight, there's nothing like filter, anything. Okay. I feel like the only thing I know how to do very well is just to use all these things and make money. I don't really know how to use laptop, even phone. I don't even really know how to use phone. Most times I have to be asking asking people, please, how do you set this? How do you do this? The only thing I know how to do is just the easiest thing of making money with it and post. That's the only thing I know. It gives me a lot of hard time. Any other thing as part then making money and stuff, I don't know. Oh, okay, let me see if I can share my. So apparently, the trading view here is a new trading view. It's different from the one I used to have. It's actually an trading view that I've been using since, I think, the one I've been using since like 2020, 2021. That's the one that is on this PC now. So that's why the charts, you see the chart color is different from my usual chart colors and all that put together. But we are going to see that guy with it, right? So okay, what is the left thing? One more thing I need to forward this somewhere. Let's share the live, guys, and let's send out invites. Let's share the live and send out invites. To get started. So what are we discussing today? This is 23rd of so if you're watching on YouTube and you've not liked the video, it's a sin. You've committed a sin. Usually it's good when you like the video. It helps the algorithm of the what's it called now? The algorithm of the video. So if you're watching on YouTube, whenever you join the live streams, always like it. And you know, some people will not share the live, so it's important that this you like. If you're not share, like, there's people who's going to do both of them too, which is also a good thing, right? And if you're watching on Facebook, do the same, like, share as well. If you're watching on X, do the same, like, share as well. And let's see what we can do today, right? Usually when I do my analysis and projections, I just get to drop them on the listing without any form of explanation. So any form of explanation I need to do will be done here, right? And that is why you have the opportunity to ask questions, be here with me, and whatnot, 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 whatnot. So where do we start? Where do I start now? Let me share the screen. Good day, everyone. Sorry I didn't reply to your comments. Good day. It's everything safe. It's even looking strange to me. I'm trying to catch up so I don't get lost. All right, in everything. But good day, everyone. I see your comments. Hope we're all doing good as well. Hope we are doing great and hope we are fantastic. Okay, how do I? Okay, so I called this the way I called it. If you look here, I wrote it my history. That's where I called it. In my history yellow chart. This yellow chart reminds me of my history in terms of how well I've analyzed the chart over the years, over time. I think that's why I like it. Something I like about it. It reminds me of a lot of things, right? So this was my historical call on the dollar top, right? And this was in 2022. I predicted that the dollar is going to buy and it's going to top out here or here, but around this zone is where it should sell from. And it played out 3 years later by 2025 January this year, and it's been selling air down ever since. It's interesting because even when you look at some people who hype themselves, right, who promoting themselves, it's all these things is the same thing they do. There's no literally difference. All those people who are bragging that they call this top, they call this thing, it's the same thing, right? The same thing. That's basically what they are doing. Not just hype, they are hyping themselves. So it's what you see here. I'm doing like on a daily basis. Some people value it, right? Some people don't value it. It's fine. Some people share their testimony. Some people lock up to. At the same time, human beings um, are different, right? So it is what it is. The most important thing is me, who is the person who is doing the value, being knowing how valuable I am, right? And that 1 2 3 persons that are always grateful from time to time, it makes it worth it, right? uh so it also shows how good, right? I'm one of the best traders in the world, and I know that for a fact, right? And I'm grateful to God for that as well. So but if you look at this clearly, the dollar with what has happened today, and look at what Trump did, we're clearly in that experiencing downward movement. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get to go down more, right? And I genuinely wouldn't be surprised about that, right? Because this is a stronger sort of demand zone. And we've had something very tricky here, and this is definitely what impacts the other asset classes, right? It impacts um, gold, impacts the other asset classes. You can mention them. It impacts every single one of this asset classes. So I won't be surprised if we get this. So this is like this is a very very interesting or another thing you could call it unexpected kind of a chart, right? But if you look here, it's a very interesting trend line, more like a break and a retest here, and then it's going down. So basically we just expect it to continue going downwards. So I think the simple thing here to not to overcomplicate it, right? I just don't want to overcomplicate anything. It's even my timing is not set well. What the? So I think, but if we definitely look at the other chart which I usually use, you definitely see that I actually stay edit too. In terms of, okay, this is calendar. Where then do I change or adjust the time of this thing? Time. Change date and time settings. Ooh. Okay. Yes, set it automatically. But why is it showing the way it is showing? Okay. Wow. So we just expect the dollar to make a new lows, right? That is basically what I'm projecting for. So I'm copying that out now, and then I'm going to the trading network, House of Red Trading Network. So apparently, if you're not in the House of Red Trading Network, what you can simply do is you see the QR code at the screen, right? All you need to do is to scan the QR code at the top right hand on the screen, and then it should take you to the Telegram, and you can be a part of us there. And the second thing here is the GBP USD. So actually, on the trade here, I think I'm on a buy. I'm a very very sweet buy on this asset class, and this was the first buy I took last week. Closed in profits. Entered another buy here, so I'm up. I think I can even close this trade in profit as well. I'm in really really good profit. Sometimes you post. I discovered that when I post trades, a lot of people take the trades, but few people talk anything, right? A lot of people take it and lock up. So I decided I would just maybe post once, and then the rest I'll just be trading it myself in private. I'm making my money as people decide to lock up. So, but I think if in terms of, let's say, I think I should make this thing a bit gradient so it can help my eyes a bit to converse. Crosshairs. Crosshairs. Okay. None. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay. Now, I want to look out for something like this because apparently we've got a 15 minutes sell, and if we get something like that, there's a possibility it could, right? I mean, everything is all about probabilities in terms of what could pan out, what couldn't pan out as well. So it's all speculative. How did I used to say it again? Don't trade with money you cannot lose, or you can afford to lose. And some people can be so do. One thing I think is also important to know is every area you are in, right? Every place you are in, there's like a method of operation, how trades are being done there, how it is being played there as well. I think it's important to know that, right? There is way activities are being done there. So I'm just looking for a possible continuation, short-term possibilities. Right. So although I don't even need to, but just doing it for the sake of this live stream here now. Widen. Why? So, but another thing is, I think last week when when we had the issue with my PC when I went live, I even stated it there that I talked about this, right? It's the same time I talked about gold and the sell on gold and all that put together. I also mentioned this, where I mentioned something as regards um, sticking to GU rather than EU because it's going to be more profitable there. And one could get to have more gains and profit with it. So I think this is a fair one. If you get this, that's if it pulls back enough to give this one here. Obviously the one below is already triggered for me, but this one midway here, so I think this is the best I can do in terms of bringing it down. This is the entry, this is the stop loss, more a buy, right? So now if you see what I wrote down, right, there's something about this market not being crazy in terms of you want to, yes, the momentum, what has happened in terms of Trump has stayed the stuff. Remember, whatever happened, I mentioned it, right? Um, Whatever has happened, right? Someone says we can't see the pair. I just added. I've been posting everything. It's GBP USD. GBP USD is the stuff on the screen that's making it not to show. But I've posted the chart, right? The possible entries. So it just pulling back a bit. I wished it had come in enough. So it's pulling back to 342. So if it pulls back to that, that could be a good entry. That 342 area, right? That's what I'm looking forward to in terms of entry. If we get that pullback, although it's behaving, let's see how it goes. Then let's take a look at gold. Oh, this is where I named that other chart of mine. Can I see how interesting good is? Our first entry, right? What's even crazy is, let me check something. Right, this is what is crazy. I should have used this to mark up but I just felt like, why should it come down this low? And it was definitely going. Where was I? Our entry here. It was 34332 around here, right? And it was going to come here, but it fell down 2,000 pips more. Insane. Came directly to this level, exactly here. And if you see here, this is the BPR zone. BPR zones is one crazy zones for gold. Tapped it exactly. I entered the buy on that other account, the challenge account I'm trading. Challenge account I'm trading, but I closed it. Funny thing, I closed this 10 minutes before the announcement. It was in profit, right? I've seen like $10,000 profit. So I just closed it 10 minutes before the announcement. Poof! It just moved. I want to run mad. Today is also crazy. I was like, okay, now I would have been up 30K. That account, how much is the account, Seth? Let me check how much is the account, but I'm not sure I'm crazy about it again because I've literally like hit that target there as well. Where's the account? I have so many accounts on my phone. Oh, volatility 100 is in profit. Oh, wow, that's nice. Just pray, just continues like that. Oh, Please, please just continue that way and don't go back. Do not go back. We beg of thee. We beg of thee. Okay. The account is around 90K. So apparently I've already like hit that target of taking 10K. I could literally say that we've taken 10K to 100K, right? And if volatility 100 can equal stuff as well, if this ones can just give it. So I think my chapter in that account is done. I'm gonna do a video later for the new challenge we're starting in terms of deriv. So if you haven't created a deriv account, use our link on the Telegram, right? And create a deriv account, right? We have a link for OFP too. You can use our link on the platform and buy an OFP account now that they're doing a lot of discounts, right? Um, OFP is one of the platforms we talk about very, very well. How do I remove this stuff now? Okay. So this is what I was looking out for. More like a breakout and retest, right? But this is what I was looking out for as a potential entry, but we did not get it. We did not get this. I mean, it's not a bad one to like just mark it and keep. But the thing about trading is knowing when something is invalidated or not. So I may explain it for you guys now. So how do you know this entry is invalidated? You mark from this is the level we're trading, right? It's from here to here, and then we're looking from here to here as well. I think it's even almost invalidated, but let me check this. Okay, this one works. Okay, I was marking it wrongly. So if it continues moving high, right, it's no longer like possible. If not, it won't be a bad it won't be a bad one, right? Even this is 3 minutes charts, because I mean this is what God has done to us. God has made us, we're thinking of let me go to the 5 minutes charts. 2 minutes. What is wrong with you? 15 minutes charts. Okay. You can also use here. So you have to be strategic in planning your entries. Any of this isn't bad. It's just trying to capture. So, like I said, when you see opportunities, you don't. We've gotten direction based on what Trump is doing, based on what Uncle Brother Trump is saying, right? We've got like some sort of direction. I know that, see, as I'm drawing this thing now, I could be making errors in the way I'm drawing it, right? You want to make sure that you have to, it's commensurate with what's on your, what do they call it again, my people? You want to make sure it's commensurate with what's on your accounts, right? So we've got to go to GU. I don't think what were we looking out forward again? GBP card. Oh, or the USD. I think I had something. My goodness, God, I'm so angry at myself right now. I marked this, and I said I'm gonna share it. Chineke, 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 wah, 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 wah. Oh, I did not even take it because I forgot. Ah! Hey, do you know how much I would have made? Okay, well, it's calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Okay, I'm calm. So let us assume that. Let's just assume. Oh, the thing about all these things is when these trades have moved like this now, it becomes risky to. Okay, is that 0.5? You're not too bad. But it becomes when they've moved already, it becomes more risky. You get less probability in terms of less profits. From here to here now be 1, 2, 3. This was 1 to 5. Sweeter. Sweeter than sweetometer. We can't even say for sure if this thing is gonna get that low. Right? It may just even come here. There's some crazy thing. Crazy thing. It may just do like it may do like what's it called now? Like GU that I gave. Come there. I'm not happy with this crazy guy. It is what it is. It is what it is. Right. Okay. So what will happen is I'll just post both possibilities. So I think you make your plan around it, right? And I think I've removed. So they're only. Let me make this silent. I tried to make the price labels not to be confusing, so you could literally just see it and knew that okay, they are basically two price labels. This is 1 to 6. This is 1 to 3. So you just have to be careful, right? Don't be overexposed in the market. Very, very important. Do not be overexposed, so the market won't send you to the village. Then GBP card is, I will have to do today's drop was a lot of crazy opportunity. My goodness, because GBP card is going to buy. Is this asset class is going to buy for like 1 month. Quite today's this was an opportunity, but it's all good. It's all good. I'll have to like use my private time to check, like reanalyze everything again, and again to be sure what are going happening, what are going happening. So I think I should just post those three. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is doing us very well. It's doing us very well, very very well. We are up 1 RR with a pump of today. At least that one is making us happy. At all. They say that at all is what is bad. At all is what is bad. Someone said, please, Shifu, check GBP CHF. Wow, you have mind to be trading this space. I don't like this space because of their what does it call that thing again? Is this spread I've been waiting in the column? And some exchanges they don't have liquidity very well in the spread. It's true. And TradingView added me on one challenge like that. I need to even check the account. They gave me account to trade for that challenge. GBPCHF. GBPCHF is an interestingly bearish trend. Yo, Coco, serve a very big god. Yo, Coco, you are more than. So I'm just using the trend is bearish, right? This is a pullback to 786%. And then from here to here as well gives us level of pullback. It's currently in discount at 786 will be good. 786 will be good. 380 here. Want to check something. 0.382. If I bring this here, it takes you exactly 0.382, puts you at 0.1.113. Coming. I'm just trying to factor in several possibilities, but the thing is, GBP is bullish. It is bullish. It is bullish. The thing with this pairs is it gives there's a gap here that I could go up to. A gap here. Literally, if I want to buy this, I'll be looking for it to like extend higher. That's basically my own bias. If I want to buy this, I'll wait for it to extend higher. Because what is happening here is very similar to, and you see how this, just look at how this pair is looking like a very stupid confusing pair. Look at how chart be like it's pissing me off. But if you see here, this is basically like similar kind of breakout, right? Similar kind of breakout that we've just got. Okay, which of these trades am I taking on which account now am I also taking them? You are more than a friend, Lord, you are more than a friend. Jehovah Narikele, yeah, oh, yo, Coco, no. Do, 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 do. 3, 6. Mighty warrior, great in battle, Jehovah is your name. Mighty warrior, great in battle, Jehovah is. C2K25. Okay, I am back. GBPCHF. So I'm checking it because of this person, not necessarily because I want to come in. So I think it all boils down to so technically there's something that is being taught in structure or in trend line is when you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically most times the fifth one is always a breakout, and even if the structure is going to continue, price would have to like come, we clear on 3, so we clear this high. So this could also be playing out right now. I have to mark the whole area like a breakout here, a test coming downwards to continue because it's actually bearish and it's still in a discount, right? Still in a discount. Although to me, I would want it to go higher. Like, and the other confluence I usually use, like in terms of stochastic RSI, the 1 hour is overbought, but the 1 hour is overbought, right? So it's selling 2 hours is overbought too. So it's selling. The 1 day too is also looking bearish. So I think the test is aligns a lot with what is happening in the Swiss franc. But let me see USD CHF. It's USD CHF is a bit clearer. If USD CHF is a bit clearer. Okay. Yes. I think I posted a trade on USD CHF, right? But I think this is not where our entry is. Our entry was here. I hope I'm correct. I posted a trade on USD CHF, but our entry was somewhere here. It's here. Right? I think stop is somewhere around this point. So, but with the way the dollar is behaving, I'm not sure it's gonna go as high as we want it. So maybe he's using here. This is a money cube, and the money cube is a version of order block where price is reacting from on the daily. So based on what is going on now in terms of the dollar, it's not going to like go as high as we want it to, as I wanted it to, because this was the entry I had above 0.8. I posted it on the channel. I just remember now. I mean, so this is how a clean chart should be, not the way the NZDCHF is just so confusing. You see the way that chart is behaving. And that's how most people who like trading it used to behave. Because you see it's very unstable chart that will be doing great. Maybe if you can see it clearly, fine. I don't like charts that you could need to use you need to even do eye surgery to understand what is going on there. Confusing is papa. But this is so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth is the entry. This is the SFP swing failure pattern. So this is a sell, honestly. Like this is a sell. Literally, if I get like if it pulls back a bit more, is it something I can actually take if I want to take, right? I can set a limit around so since this has happened, I'll just move from here to here, 0.618789991. If it pulls back to that area, I could enter and When I mean I could enter, I'm still going to use like the same stop, right? So I could because that's one thing with confirmation entries that people don't know is even though you're doing confirmation entry, use the same stop. You could decide to use smaller stop, but the truth is anybody who uses smaller stop uh because of confirmatory entry, check them. They usually have a lot of stop loss. Sometimes they may even get stopped out 5 times a lot because sometimes this market can just be crazy. See what Trump came in. Now that's how Trump can just wake up now and see another thing. Bah! Before you know everything, it just that's the thing. I think that's one thing that makes me prefer syntaxis a lot because it's not you don't have panic that what you enter will not you may just wake up and the trade has gone to another point, to another level or whatever because of one unnecessary announcement and whatnot. So I think something like this, it's not bad if I want to like take this and continue with it. This will still give me a 4 hour this even though it was a 5 hour just because I waited for confirmation. So this is swing failure and price broke structure to the downside. And if I want to like use trend line as well, I could see that this is just basically 1 hour confirmation, right? And although usually I think there are tests around people when you say that how you know price has actually this is like is it market structure shift they call it. I know there's a funny we have different names, people use different things, whatever it's called, right? But this is the area where we want to see like that breakdown. Though this is a week and on the 4 hour as well, we want to see a proper week close below here, right? That helps to validate that okay, this is properly broken. And then if that is properly broken, what is the next thing? It's just wait for the pullback and then I enter. There's no need to be in a hurry. So I think I've explained enough for the person who asked. Who is the person that even asked? Is the person even still there? Someone said USD JPY. USD JPY, USD JPY. Let me look for it. USD JPY. Mhm. To no, trend lines is not what moves the market, right? It doesn't move the market. But the only thing, the reason you just do it is like trend, right? When you want to identify the trend, you just use it. Trend lines is just to be able to help you to see the trend clearer, right? The points of what is called points of interest. So this lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, right? That's basically what trend line helps you to do. And then this was there's a trade we took here. I think this buy that happened. We took it. This buy that happened here too. I took it. Gave the code this buy, this buy, this buy, this buy. Okay. This is through what 20? This is 2024. Another as well. Price touch here. Want to see where is price reacting from. It did. Price has not successfully tapped into the zone. So the Japanese yen is still bullish, to be very honest. There's okay, so you see it here even on the daily. There's a BPR here that has not been tapped. So for me, it's a bit tricky, right? It's very tricky to say I would want to trade this, although it looks very, very sweet, right? It looks like a very sweet setup, but We don't trade looks, right? We trade probabilities. Probabilities. So let me see how the parallel channel works here. Honestly, left for me, I'm gonna be looking out for buy opportunities than sell, but not like immediately, because from here to here we've got something like okay, I'm coming. Okay, this high, this low, so this like a valid low, but we've got a gap, right? And gaps are pretty important. Then here, this is the valid low. We've got a valid low here too. Then this high. So this high, this high, this 2, 3, 4. So technically, this is what I want to see. I want to see price get down here for me to buy. Now, this doesn't mean you won't see opportunities in the smaller time frame, right? If we go to 2 hours, for example, it looks here. The reason why I wouldn't want to just sell USDJPY is, one, the BPR above has not been tapped fully for me. That's one. It could sell, right? But based on my own probabilities, this hasn't been tapped fully. So I may want to expect it to go a bit high into the zone. You know those things whereby price comes to the zone, just tap and it starts, and you think that it wants to sell before, boom, it just continues going up. I feel like that is what it's doing here. And two, like I see a markup coming down. I see this gap, which is a good point where I think if price could come here and then it continues its journey, it won't be bad. And then three, fundamentally, right, the fundamentals shows that what if there's something the Japanese bank is doing right now, and it's going to run for the next, let's say 5, a bit 10 years. So if they continue what they are doing, it means the Japanese yen is going to be strong, obviously, except something comes up, right, and which we obviously do not know, is not in our power. Anything could just happen and boom. So if that happens, fine, right? But me, I wouldn't want to. It looks like it's going to give that short-term sell. So I think what you want to do is you want to use your, what do they call it again? What works for you? But let me try to draw something that should let me look for something on the. Did I post the odd USD on the chat? Did I post it on the this thing, guys? The House of Virtual Network. So there's what we call the butterfly pattern. 1272 to 1618. So I think the butterfly pattern is what I want to use here for you now. See if you want to get an entry. 1272. Let me be sure so I can get the sniper entry. 1272. 1618. You know the way the market has been moving this year, we've been having what we call decorrelation, right? For example, now dollar is selling, you now expect that UJ instead of UJ to sell, to be buying. We have crazy decorrelation this year. So if you're somebody who you're depending on correlation, you'll cry. You'll cry. You'll cry. So this is what I'm talking. We've got a butterfly pattern from here to here, XEBC, then the D. Usually the D could extend anywhere into the zone. All right. And then in terms of targets, you mark from here to here, and then you look at 0. 0.3, 0.5, 0.6, 0.8, 0.8. Okay, as target. So literally, if I'd want to sell, I'll be selling from this area. So there are two ways you can use here at your stop. You can also make it bigger, but you know, the smaller the stop, the more the ROR. We like fast ROR. So I could decide that okay, I'm going to use two entries. I'll set here with this stop, right, and then set another entry again. If this one gets stopped at least the second one we activate, use here as the as my stop, right, and still get to achieve my kidney. So I hope this gives you like oh my goodness. I have a meeting shortly. So I think the person who asked this should help. Someone said yes, you posted audio USD. It's all good. It's all good. I think that's all for now. The people on the UJ, I think you've seen clearly on the screen, right? The video is left here on YouTube or X, whatever you're connected, or Facebook, so you can always like go through it to get the explanation, whatever it means. So I think that's all. Right, I'm supposed to look at deriv briefly, but okay, let me see if I can do that. I don't know if I saved any. Oh, I haven't saved anything here. Though I haven't saved anything here. Okay, only V100, only V100, which is what I shared for us now. Right, surprise has triggered. Is a 6 arrow trade. 6 arrow trade. So let's see how it goes. I think we're up 1 RR already. So let's see how it goes. If it plays out very well, that should be some profit for us. We should be happy. One of my brokers there, all he did me dirty today. It's only God that'll punish that broker using a stop loss. Imagine you're using a stop loss of $200, $2,000. Because of the way oil dumped massively, they decided to collect $10,000 out of my hand. I'll first I'm thinking of the plea and query I have to give now to go and query those people. Are they mad or something? So I think we don't have to be overexposed, like I said, too much trade or too many trades as well and all that. But what I've shared so far should be good. Good to go, good to go. And I think I'm supposed to share another but those of you who are experts, right? I think I don't have time. I need to join another meeting. But those of you who are experts, there's still possibility that if there are deeper pullbacks, right, we'll definitely look out for those entries in terms of GU. GU will give entry. So don't over risk any trade now. Don't over risk. Don't just chill. The week is just starting. So if whatever one plays out, whatever stops out, fine. I mean, since this year, we've not, I don't think we've closed any week in loss. Since this year started, every week we've always like closed in profits. That is, and grow an account. As long as you follow the how we teach. Tomorrow we're having the onboarding session. Let's see how it goes. Tomorrow having onboarding session, so try and be in the onboarding session. It should be helpful for um a lot of persons, right? Someone says GU has triggered, and it doesn't. The chart I'm using has not even doesn't even gotten there. What broker are you using? What broker are you using, sir? What broker are you using? I like this deriv chart I'm using. I think I'll change this one on this yellow this into the same deriv. to the same chart I'm using on derivative. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we haven't closed any week in loss, right? We've always like known how to make up for it. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. And 301 3 3 338 50. What should I use here as a stop loss? 1.33883. One point 3373. There is a fountain filled with blood, done from Emmanuel's grave, and sinners flock within that blood. Could wash our guilty stains. He is the blood of the living God, is Jesus Christ, your Holy One. Mm-hmm. Stand. He is the blood of the living God, is Jesus Christ, the Holy One. See why I said it's always good to check. If you're using deriv, the stop loss should be 1337 something. If you're using deriv, 133790, that's what the chart in deriv is showing. That's what it should be. Just saying because I'm trying to set 1.337. Is it 760? I'll be 750. 770, 770, 760, 790. All of them follow. So any of that should work if that's for those using deriv. Mm. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Four, 370 minus 40. Do, 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 do. 425, 370, 422. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. 0 points. There's something that happens with every no matter how crazy any market gets, right? Something that is happening that is consistent, that there will always be, what's it called now? There will always be these pullbacks where it comes down to, before it begins its journey all over again, it comes down, retraces a bit away. My PC, my this thing wants to go off. My Jira the series coming. Do, 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 do. I've been thinking of how to go live on TikTok as well, but I haven't just figured how to do that. Maybe I'll have to use a different phone to be going live. Maybe my iPhone. Let me check. Trying to have to be using this. How do people go live on TikTok again? Click on live. Oh, that would be separate. But the thing is, what I'm sharing here now will not be able to share it on the TikTok live. That is where the problem, the wahala is now. That's where the wahala is. The wahala. Wahala, 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 wahala. So if you're stick on, hope you know that, like I said, these things, always look at the broke. You don't set them blindly. Look at the broke, how you use it, and check it. It has like those stuff you're using for derivatives. To me, I just told you guys this. The SL I'm using is not the one I posted on that this, you know. So there's people that don't like to join live stream now, they feel chop loss. After a decade in corporate finance at Procter and Gamble as Chairman, as Vice President, I'm now in venture capital. I'm managing capital. You know all these amazing people here, as I used to see, they are going to work for me. Oh, all these amazing people. Over the past several years, how do I see this? Okay, stop sharing. I've been working in venture across Africa's tech ecosystem, supporting capital allocations that deploy helping founders navigate different since I was 18. Okay. Do 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 do. Oof. Do 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 do. I think for what do you call it? This guy um I think all USD you shouldn't use the don't I don't think you should use the first entry. From what I'm saying, it could the, you shouldn't use the first entry. I think for odd USD, it may just go directly straight to the beginning. That's with the way this drop is happening now. When I mean beginning, I'm meaning like to the main entry. Or not. Who knows? Do I know? Do I know? I'm not even showing the charts. Okay. So this one, right? I removed the distance, right? And this one is still in session. Okay, okay, okay. So this is the point where we now start begging the dollar to please stop dropping and don't send us to eating. So I think this should V100 is going very well. Thankfully for that. Thankfully for that. Do 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 do. So let's see how this goes. Which of them is going to chop loss and which of them is going to chop profits? Only God knows. Only God knows. Only God knows. Only God knows. Bye for now. And whatever happens, we should we'll update on the group now. On the group as well. The week is still fresh. It's still very, very fresh. And there's so much money to be made, to be made. Hopefully, right? You fast. You know, that's what I used to like. I used to pray when they enter trade. You pray and say, God, please, I don't want my trade to hit stop loss. There's a very interesting series, video series I'll be starting soon. Very interesting video series. This velocity. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Mm, 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 mm. 9786. 780. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. JPP. I haven't even been stopped out yet, too. I haven't been stopped out on mine. Although it's approaching it, it's dancing around it. Mine is dancing around it too, but it's fine. We've had three bearish candles, which is nuts, and the last 1 hour closed strongly bearish. Oh, bye for now, people. Bye for now, people. Oh, it's true, it's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. 100,535, 100,968. I have made it a very, very silly mistake here. So, M15. Okay, it's fine. Yes, mine has finally been stopped out. One of my positions, I think, has been stopped out. So that entry has been invalidated. That's what it means. And when that happens, what do? You chill. You chill. Yep. Odd USD. I didn't take odd USD now. I didn't take odd USD. Stopped out. No, now. Odd USD is invalidated already. Odd USD is invalidated. See why I said you should not be rushing to just enter. I said that odd USD is invalidated already. I said we're not using that entry any longer. We're not using that entry any longer. That's what I stated. It's only only what's it called? GU that we are using. Interesting. Okay, guys, bye for now. I think I've already said it. I need to move out.